Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with another Paladins video. It's going to be a bit of a different one. I've sort of been away for 2 or 3 weeks, mainly due to PC issues. There's a bunch of other stuff too, but I'm not going to get into it and waste your time. But I've been away for a little bit. I sort of missed the update cycle this time around for the next patch. So instead of trying to do PTS videos like 5 days later at this point, I'm going to go through the patches a little bit, give you some of my thoughts, play Moji, have this as sort of a send-off for her moving into being a support, which I think we'll go through, even though I've seen some people don't like it. I imagine they'll put it through as a support, which is kind of the big thing for the patch, even though it's really support focused overall, which is a bit weird. This video is going to be a little bit messy all over the place, but yeah, all the balance changes are to the supports. The skins are also Furia and Moji, and like I said, she's been moved over and she's the focus for today, because it's probably going to be the last video I make on her the way she is at the moment, which is kind of weird because she's been like this pretty much forever, even though I've tweaked her and, reworked her a little bit. But a class change is a really big thing and a really rare thing in Paladins. It's only happened, I think, a few times in the history. Definitely talked about it before in Moji, like years ago they were talking about doing it. I think there was something with Torvald as well, but yeah, Kazumi got moved over, and aside from that, I don't really remember any. Like, it's really, really rare. It's a strange update because Paladins hasn't had like massive new stuff in a minute. The last new champion was Omen, who was kind of like, a rework character. I can't remember the exact word. But Moji being over to support is a really big deal, and all the balance changes to them and stuff. It's a big update, but it doesn't feel necessarily massively new. It's more just like shifting stuff around, if you get what I mean. And yeah, it really isn't that important that I was away for like a couple of weeks, because I'd have usually just made, I think, one big video on the PTS, because I can't really play because it's just NA and yeah, ping stuff. It's kind of hard to actually demonstrate anything playing the PTS from EU, but I guess we'll just go for standard Moji with the speed, which is the thing I made the video on last time. We'll go for nimble and life rip. Yeah, sure. It feels really weird having not played for like 3 weeks. I think that's the longest time I've been without recording or like using my PC properly. But Deep Root, Structure Generator, God Slayer, Cardio, Big Game, Combust where everyone dies, Bounce House, and Hell High. What I'm just walking into them. I don't know what I'm doing, but there's a 1k. I guess I've still got it a little bit. Yeah, my accuracy feels really, really weird. It's so hard to explain, but going from playing like every single day to not picking it up for 3 weeks is strange. And especially because I'm just, yapping to myself here as well at the same time. It's just odd. Definitely getting kind of battered here, but I didn't want to do a warm-up game or anything. I want to just jump straight into it so I could sort of show you what it's like when I don't play forever. And this is, I think, the rustiest I could get, to be honest, because I haven't played any other game either. Literally just been sat doing other sort of stuff. I feel like I'm just like on autopilot right now. I really do not know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of trying my best to do basic Moji stuff. There's a Q. That buck somehow didn't hit me there and trigger the thing, but there's a stack. Really, I'm getting kind of clapped here. No one's firing into my Q though, even though it looks like they kind of are. I've got the ultimate, I guess, will F over. I don't think the ultimate's going to be able to like heal at all. I just missed the Jogos entirely. I think the ultimate's staying mostly the same. Dead to the Cassie with the knock, but I think that was sort of what I was saying in the last video though with it, is that she's a very, very unique flanker, so her being moved into a different class I think makes more sense than some of the others that definitely had a more defined sort of spot, and I'm more interested to hear what those of you guys that play a ton of Moji feel about it. Let me know down in the comments, because I haven't read that much stuff online, just some sort of basic stuff that I haven't been able to avoid, because whenever I use social media I just get, given Paladin stuff, you know how it is. But let's get rid of the Omen. Nearly, I didn't get any bonus damage there, but somehow he was like half stacked. Don't know how that works. Just Moji stuff. I wonder if she'll be less jank after the change. Thought they had full haven, but it was literally just the black damage reduction. I'm surprised that he's still the same. Can we get rid of him here? I think he popped the ultimate. There's a double. Somehow I killed the Omen. Hello Cassie. There's a miss. Definitely going to be more of a hybrid sort of support than like a full support from what I've seen, but I did make my own little list here to sort of give you some of my thoughts, but a lot of them can be summarized as just more damage and less heals, a few of them just being straight nerves, like Pip getting the keywords removed, and I think nearly all the characters have got their keywords removed in the next update, because I think Grover also lost them. Pips is just nerfed though, because he didn't get anything to compensate for it. Ying getting more damage though did definitely kind of surprise me. Ceres also getting buffs kind of caught me off guard, and a few other supports getting a little bit more damage, and Damber got kind of put a little bit between where he was before and where he is at the moment. And Earth with Genos getting just a massive changes. They might be too good, they might not be good enough. I'm not really sure how to feel about them, to be honest, but Earth is probably the closest to like a full-on rework sort of thing. But there you go, stats for game 1 if you're interested. We did alright. I typed in more than I should have done there and played really, really awkward. It went super fast. It was like a 4-minute game, but requeue, jump to game 2. Keep it going. I don't know what I could add on top of that, but Bug went massive. Also, I want to point something out because I went to this at the start and I completely forgot. I'm surprised they didn't do what they did with Omen for the Moji support change. I'm surprised she's being reworked and not being left the same, and they didn't just like make a second sort of character with some similarities to Moji, just like Omen and Genos. I feel like people would be more excited about that than Moji just being removed as a flanker and turned into a support, like an echo character. That was the word they used. It's an echo character. What I'm trying to say is I'm surprised they didn't make an echo character like Moji as a support instead of just completely removing her and, reworking her into that. Don't think I'm the only person who thinks that, because, yeah, I feel like that just makes way more sense. That's Pika going for a knock setup. I'm off the map. Okay, I did hold W the entire time they're trying to get back on, but I can't really do very much as Moji. Let's push him, see if we can get rid of him here. Revenge. There's a 1k. He nearly self-damaged enough there. There goes the Kinessa. Can't really get around the Ash Shield too well, to be honest, on Moji, which isn't a thing I've really thought about before, but didn't realize I'd feel this weird just using my mouse, because, you know, when I don't record sometimes for a couple days, because I have, like, you know, a couple of videos recorded that I do in batches or whatever, it doesn't feel too weird, because I'm usually just using my computer anyway for other stuff, or, you know, doing someone else, playing some other game or whatever. But not having used it for this long and just sort of doing other stuff, like, yeah, I caught up with Chainsaw Man, I reread Blam just randomly. I haven't done him forever. Doing stuff, I guess, a little bit different than I usually would, but Throne definitely does feel like one of those more sort of stompy maps. If you've got like an Andro who's resetting a tunnel, you know, a Buck, which we have both of here, it does go kind of ridiculous just because you can really steamroll. There's an ultimate on the Ash. Took a little minute there to chomp, but we got it. Dead to the BK, who just, yeah, kind of shutting me there with a Kinessa, but I actually got a Moji ult off better than I think I usually would, which was weird. I thought she was going to knock me or something, but I think we just got a little bit of good timing on it. Thought I was totally dead there. There's a Q, counter the knock again. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but we're going to push up, try and get rid of anybody. BK's gone. Hello, Willow. They didn't seem to have seen me. That wasn't a proper sentence. We got rid of both of them. Victory. That was the opposite of game one. Genuinely. I didn't really get shredded at all there. The team just put in work. I was kind of just bait for most of that. And yeah, the stats really do represent that. We did fine 7-3, 13, but Andro, Buck, and Charlene were just shredding. There really wasn't much space to do anything else there. Props to the team. Inverse to game one. I don't know if I'm going to do a game 3. I feel like I should leave it there because I did yap quite a bit in the intro. And yeah, like I said, a bit of a different video, a send-off to Moji. I'm still not really sure how I feel about the entire patch. Overall, I would have probably just made one big overview video and then, you know, left it, like I said, because of the PTS just being the way it is. But not having done that and sort of being away for a while has given me a maybe different opinion than I would have had otherwise. Because yeah, if you don't play supports that often, or Sati or Omen, who are the other two characters getting pretty big changes, you're not really going to notice too much aside from, you know, matches in general being different, because your characters are going to be pretty much the same. And yeah, I do just want to clarify, it is still a really cool update, and I'm happy that Moji is being moved over to a support because I think it will fit and will overall be a good change. It surprises me that they've chosen to do that instead of, you know, the Echo character thing, which is relatively new, whereas the idea of moving her to a support feels a little bit older than the Echo character thing. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't even know if what I'm saying here is properly making sense, but, and yeah, considering nothing seemed to go wrong recording this video and hopefully putting it together, I should be able to continue with regular sort of stuff. I've got a ton of videos I do want to make on other characters before the update goes live. I think they said, like, late May, but I actually don't remember. I could be completely wrong. Whenever the update's out, though, I will, of course, cover all the different stuff, and I'll also talk about the changes between the BTS and when it goes live, because I think there will be quite a few things that they tweak this time around, I would guess, just because there's so many balanced things with the supports. And yeah, like I said a couple times already, definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I will be reading them. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Let me know also what you want to see me do next. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always, stay frosty. It's been way too long since I've said that. Feels really weird. It's only been 3 weeks, but used to recording, you know, nearly every day. It's strange. See you guys soon. Appreciate you staying all the way to the end, by the way. Have a good one.